Many seniors, especially those living alone, don't always want to make the effort to cook for themselves. But eating easy-to-prepare, highly processed foods could cause their nutrition to suffer, not to mention their taste buds. Silver Cuisine by BistroMD tries to thread the needle by providing frozen, chef-prepared, nutritious meals designed especially for seniors. Do a few of these meals belong in Grandma's freezer? Stick around and find out. Hi, I'm Jeff Hoyt, Editor-in-Chief of SeniorLiving.Org. I've always enjoyed cooking. I used to work for a lifestyle website where I wrote and edited thousands of restaurant reviews, interviewed many chefs, and even judged a Napa Valley cooking competition. Perhaps you've seen my video reviews of Blue Apron, Home Chef, and HelloFresh. But Silver Cuisine doesn't require the skills of a Chef Jeff. To enjoy these pre-made frozen meals, you don't need a microwave or even a freezer. As in my other meal delivery videos, I will honestly test the Silver Cuisine service and detail the pros, cons, and latest prices. Stick around and I'll tell you how many to buy to stretch your food dollars further. BistroMD is a subscription meal kit service designed for weight loss, started by a physician in 2005. Silver Cuisine is their meal delivery program designed to meet the nutritional needs of seniors, not necessarily to lose weight. Unlike BistroMD and HelloFresh, you're not signing up for a subscription. There's no commitment, no contract, and no minimum order. You could order a single meal, but I wouldn't recommend it. Silver Cuisine offers a huge rotating menu of 150 different meals, including options for breakfast, lunch, dinner, as well as snacks. Prices range from around $6 to $10 for the snacks, while the meals range from about $8 to $14. The most expensive featured fish, but I didn't relish eating fish that had been cooked, frozen, and then reheated. Each dish is clearly marked if it falls into one of Silver Cuisine's 9 specialty diets, including vegetarian, heart healthy, diabetic friendly, low sodium, and gluten-free. By clicking on a dish, I can see a description, its ingredients, nutritional breakdown, and potential allergens. Yum! Yucca fries! I chose 9 meals, all with meat. Why 9? Economics. It takes a $99 order to get free shipping. Otherwise, shipping is a flat $19.95. To make it simple, let's say each entree is exactly $11 and the shipping charge is $20. With a $20 shipping fee, one meal would be a whopping $31. That's why I recommended not getting just a single meal. Now 2 would cost $42. Believe it or not, it's actually cheaper to order 9 meals than 8. While 8 would cost $108 in this scenario, adding the 9th meal actually lowers the total price down to $99. So if you're going to order 7 meals, you can get 2 additional meals for around the same price. The trick is to break the $99 mark, so the money you would spend on shipping goes for food instead. This graph shows how the price per meal drops from a staggering $31 when you order 1 down to just $13.50 when you order 8, and just $11 a piece when you order 9, because you're not paying for shipping. So I was also able to knock off another 25% through a discount. And if you're looking to save money, check out the Silver Cuisine savings at savings.com. I'll put the link in the description below. Although buying that many meals could save you money, it may cause another problem. I just received my shipment of meals from Silver Cuisine. Very excited. I want to see what it looks like, how they packed it. One thing to keep in mind is that this box weighs 35 pounds. It's got 9 meals in it. I assume the dry ice takes up some of that weight. But you have to be careful if you order too many meals. If someone has trouble lifting, then the whole convenience of using a frozen meal program sort of goes by the boards. If they can't pick up the box and get it in the freezer, maybe they take out the meals one at a time, but that may be untenable. So let's see what's inside. There's a big warning here, dry ice and cooler. Do not touch dry ice with your hands. So you might be able to see there's a little bit of dry ice left in this bag. See it giving off a little bit of vapor into the air here. More dry ice here. And some more dry ice here. And there's instructions on how to get rid of it. So underneath the insulated packing, the dry ice, it's a little more insulation, and then we get to the meals. So it looks like each meal comes with its name on it. It's a bacon cheeseburger meatloaf with Yuca fries, and it's got the meal on the inside, and around it is a cardboard shield. So if you can see here, you've got each of the individual meals in their own little cardboard sleeve with some cardboard in between to keep them separated, and then there's insulation around, and the dry ice was here to keep it cool. So all in all, very good packing. Like I said, the biggest issue is the weight. So before these go in my stomach, I've got to get them into the freezer. I didn't expect the box to weigh 35 pounds. So when choosing a quantity of meals, besides the price, consider the weight of the box and if you have room to freeze all these meals. And if you do want to order that many, you may want them shipped to a nearby caregiver who can lift the box, empty it, and bring you the meals. And they can even store some in their freezer if you don't have room. So I just put my Silver Cuisine meals in the freezer, but I kept one out because I want to make it right away. So I just learned something. Even though these can go directly from the freezer to your microwave, they do recommend thawing them out the night before for better results. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The sleeve also has oven cooking instructions. And here's the nutritional facts and the ingredients. And even has a little chef's tip about how to present and season your food. You can see what it looks like. Presumably, that's the meatloaf. Those are the Yuca fries. Here we have some vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower. What's interesting is, I don't know if you can read this here, but there's a lot number and then what appears to be a date of May 6, 2022. That's about a year and a half from now. So I don't know if it's reassuring or not that it's still going to be good in a year and a half, but we're a little impatient, so we're going to try this right now. And here's the final result. Now, Silver Cuisine recommends putting it on a plate, maybe putting the plate up with some garnish and whatnot, but we're just gonna eat it right from the tray. Try it. You see there's the meatloaf there with a little tomato jam on top, Yuca fries, and cauliflower, and a little bit of broccoli there. And of course you can season things to yourself, to your own taste, but let's try it as Silver Cuisine made it. A little tomato jam. It seems like it's definitely beef. Not a whole lot of flavor. The tomato isn't as sweet as like ketchup on a burger. So you're not getting that entire mix of sweet and savory. We'll try one of the fries. I happen to be a big fan of Yuca. They're done well. Probably could use a little salt, but they definitely have the right texture. They don't feel like they came right from frozen. The vegetables, on the other hand, look a little wilted, but we'll see what they taste like. The cauliflower retains a strong flavor despite being shipped hundreds of miles to get here frozen. So all good. I will continue to enjoy this, and the next meal I try, I will try to thaw it out first, see if that makes a difference. So today I'm about to try the Hickory Smoked Beef with barbecue sauce and Yukon Gold potatoes.
I've decided to try following their recommendation. I took this out and thawed it in the refrigerator overnight, so it should cook a little faster than the dish I had yesterday. Let's take a look. So we've got our beef with barbecue sauce. We got potatoes. Looks like there's a little butter sauce on there and some string beans. And it's definitely softer. It's not frozen hard as a rock. And there's a lot number on it, and it says best by November of 2021. So that's about a year from now. So I'm not going to wait a year. I'm going to try this in about 5 minutes. And here's the results. You can see one string bean maybe got a little overdone there on the top. It didn't ask me to stir anything in the middle, so it's all wherever it wound up, it wound up. There's the beef. You can see a little barbecue sauce, potatoes, and the string beans. Texture's okay. That flavor, that bite didn't have barbecue sauce on. Let's see how it does there. It's okay. It's not really doing it for me. I enjoyed the meatloaf more. The beef is shredded. You can see here there's one or two darker spots where it may have been overcooked. Sticking out on top. Let's try the potatoes. Okay, I like potatoes better than the beef. They have a buttery flavor to them, really good consistency. It's not like freshly mashed, but certainly they'd be satisfying. And string beans. Don't really have that fresh flavor to them that's to be expected, but they're just sort of, you feel like you're getting some vitamins, minerals out of it, but not a whole lot of joy out of finishing the string beans. But trust me, I will.
While I was rooting through my freezer for my next Silver Cuisine meal, I saw an all lean cuisine in there as well. Let's see how the two stack up.
So I'm about to cook up some of Silver Cuisine's Southwest bison meatloaf with smoky tomato glaze, but I also want to cook up something else to compare with. And that's your basic lean cuisine meatloaf with mashed potatoes. So the Silver Cuisine has to be shipped to you, and it costs a lot more than the meatloaf with mashed potatoes that I can get at my local supermarket. So the Silver Cuisine has quinoa and other things that are good for you, while the meatloaf with mashed potatoes doesn't. But we'll give them a shot, we'll compare the two, see how they taste, and report back after they spend a little time in the microwave. So I've got here Silver Cuisine Southwest bison meatloaf with smoky tomato glaze. And here is your basic lean cuisine meatloaf with mashed potatoes. I should point out the Southwest bison meatloaf also comes with cowboy kidney beans and sweet mango slaw, while the lean cuisine just has mashed potatoes. Now nutritionally, the Silver Cuisine has more calories. It's a little bigger, but the total fat is actually higher for the Silver Cuisine than the lean cuisine. Cholesterol is identical, but sodium is where they really differ, with the lean cuisine having nearly twice as much sodium as the Silver Cuisine. So my guess is a higher salt content lean cuisine. I followed directions on the Silver Cuisine Southwest bison meatloaf, but it looks like the smoky tomato glaze may be a little overdone there. And here are the beans and the slaw. All here you have your basic meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Let's start with the Silver Cuisine. Just the meat. tasty. I can see how the tomato is accenting the meat. The bison is very reminiscent of beef, yet it is different. I'll try a little more with the beans and the slaw. Get a good combination of textures there. I like the beans, they don't seem overdone. It's very moist. And now your lean cuisine. And honestly, I've had this one a lot in my life, and I've never had the Southwest bison before. No surprises, as I said, I've had it before. I'll put a little potato on there with the gravy. Basically, the meat has a lot more flavor from the Silver Cuisine. And although meat and potato here is a classic blend, and they do work well together, I have to say, side by side, the Silver Cuisine Southwest Bison Meatloaf is a clear winner over your basic lean cuisine.
So is Silver Cuisine worth it? Well, if you're worried about someone older eating right, then their wide selection of dishes designed for seniors could certainly help their nutrition. Also, thanks to portion control, they could also help a senior struggling with their weight. For someone with specific dietary needs, such as low sodium or gluten intolerance, they could be a godsend. And they're certainly easy to reheat if you have a microwave. They require no shopping, virtually no planning, no cleanup, and no commitment. On the downside, the meals are costly, especially if you only want a few meals. And if you want more than a few, well, the box may be too heavy to handle. Now, these meals are supposed to be good for a year in your freezer. But has anything ever been good after a year in your freezer? They're convenient, but they don't taste all that fresh. And Silver Cuisine's suggestion to thaw the food to improve the quality, well, that only detracts from the convenience. In addition, for those who don't have a microwave, the oven instructions just don't cut it. They don't even list an approximate time, but rather at what temperature the dish is done. So you have to measure it with a food thermometer. And frankly, that's just not good enough. Still, why not store a few in Mom's freezer if she's amenable, especially if she has a microwave? When she doesn't feel up to cooking, Silver Cuisine could fill her stomach while bringing you peace of mind. And it's hard to put a price tag on that. For what else is cooking to help you age with ease? Visit SeniorLiving.Org for helpful products and services. At SeniorLiving.Org, you can find and compare housing options for seniors, including in-home care, assisted living, nursing homes, and everything in between. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks!